we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period, first down here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To the air, it's Flowers. They're looking for something, looking for anything to fire to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Big tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Washington. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fights off a defender. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's open on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Gets open down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Miranda. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hold.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Quickly complete. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go right back to it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. Makes the grab. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Henson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Henson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Makes the grab.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll do it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Found a save. At the 20, he's got space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But
fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. He's got him this time. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Complete to the left. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
You talk about risk-reward. You want to be aggressive and just go for the win now late. Instead of tying it up, they come up short. And if they don't get the onside kick, this thing's over, and they're leaving here with an out.
Anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most